Hey guys, Zach here, and today I will be reviewing the Dell XPS 15Z. This is a new laptop entry made by Dell, which can range from $999 to $1,534. Dell claims this new XPS 15Z to be a powerful, attractive, and cheap machine, and it's my job to figure out if that's true. At first glance, the laptop looks very similar to the MacBook Pro. It looks so similar that if you were to take off the Dell logo and put Apple in its place, it would be barely distinguishable from the MacBook Pro. To be truthful, however, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sure, Dell is being uncreative with their design, but the MacBook Pro design is amazing. Who cares if they copy? It's a good design, and I like their choice. Dell uses a magnesium alloy for the casing of the computer, and although this is a sleek and no fingerprint material, it does tend to get rather hot. Dell also claims this to be the thinnest PC at 0.97 inches. But a much better title should be the thinnest Windows PC. The MacBook Pro just barely beats this computer at 0.95 inches, but it's a barely noticeable difference. This laptop is a 15.6-inch laptop and has an array of ports on its left side. This is the first Windows laptop to use only the brand new USB 3.0 port, which is fast, and I like their choice of using only this port. Placing all of the ports on one side, however, may not have been the best choice, as placing all of the ports on one side of the computer can get clunky and tends to get unorganized. This laptop offers a newer chiclet style keyboard. Again, this is a copy of MacBook Pro, but the keys are very responsive, easy to type on, and I have no complaints with it. The mouse pad is also very large and easy to maneuver on, and the mouse buttons are also large and click responsively. Although this is all great, easily the best part of the 15Z is its screen. The screen has very high contrast and is capable of outputting 1080p video, which is the highest that a laptop of this size is capable of performing at. Even the 15-inch MacBook Pro is only capable of performing at 1050p. Needless to say, this is a good screen. This amazing screen goes very well along with the large speakers on the sides of the keyboard. They offer incredibly high volumes and clear sound. The only problem with the speakers is that they are too quiet on the bass by default, but this can easily be adjusted in the settings to fix the problem. As far as performance goes, the 15Z is a powerful machine. It is available in a few configurations at different prices. The cheapest model at $999 comes with a 2.3 GHz i5 dual-core processor, 6 GB of RAM, and a 1 GB NVIDIA graphics card. For those of you who are a little less tech-savvy, that's really good. The highest configured machine, however, will go for $1,534, and it has a 2.7 GHz Core i7 dual-core processor, 8 GB of RAM, and a 2 GB NVIDIA graphics card. That is a fast computer. It's nearly as fast as the MacBook Pro, and it's faster than most other Windows computers. When actually in use in a real-life environment, the 15Z stands up very well. It is capable of maintaining very high amounts of multitasking and processes. It even does well with gaming, even being capable of replacing a gaming desktop. The only problem with the 15Z's performance is its battery. Depending on how your settings are set, the battery life ranges from 3 to 6 hours, so it's not the most portable machine, but it can get the job done. Now that you know how the machine itself runs, you need to know how it compares to its competition. All of the following machines will be compared to the highest configuration of the 15Z, which sells for $1,534. The 15Z's main competitor is the MacBook Pro 15-inch. The two machines are both very thin, with the MacBook Pro coming at just a bit thinner. The MacBook Pro sells from $1,799 at base configuration to $3,899 at the highest configuration, and it costs approximately $2,799 to get the same specs as the 15Z. Now, obviously, the biggest difference between the two products is the price point. The MacBook Pro, although is more powerful than the 15Z, is also much more expensive and may not be as appealing to the average user. Other competition with the 15Z includes the Asus G5 3SW. This particular model is only $1,199 to get the same specs as a $1,534 15Z. Although the Asus is considerably cheaper than the 15Z, the Asus has one main problem. While the 15Z is less than an inch thick, the Asus is more than double that size at 2 inches thick. The 15Z remains more expensive because of its smaller size and overall better build quality. HP, another big Windows laptop name, has a similar laptop called the Pavilion DV6, but it's not much competition. Even at $1,609, which is considerably more expensive than the 15Z, the Pavilion has a weaker processor and overall weaker specs than the 15Z. Finally, the 15Z is compared to yet another one of Dell's products, the XPS 15, which is a predecessor to the 15Z. The two laptops have the same specs and similar price, but the main difference between the two is the size and appearance. The 15Z is about half as thick as the normal XPS 15. Overall, the XPS 15Z stands very strong against its competitors. Overall, I'd have to say that the Dell XPS 15Z is a very strong product, and I give it an A-. Although it's powerful for the price point, there are better machines available if you're willing to pay a little more, or give up the attractive looks and size. Thanks very much for listening to my review of the Dell XPS 15Z. If you're interested, subscribe to my channel for the upcoming review of the iPhone 4S. I'm Zach, and I'll see you guys later.